Hi, I am Ali Mahmood and today I will present to you the report I have made with my group, Islam, Ragad and Dha'an, and I will talk about one of the widest fields in part making, which is the technology of 3D printing. 3D printing technology is a technology used in our time in many fields and industries, some of which are small and some are large and huge. What is 3D printing technology means? It means three-dimensional printing, and it is a technique in which a specific device and a specific material are used together to print something or to convert designs made by the designer himself by using some programs to design a 3D designs. And this machine, which is 3D printing machine, converts these designs into real objects. The shape and the dimensions are determined by the designer himself. When we search in 3D printing history, we will find that the first to discover the idea of a 3D printing is Hideo Kodama, where he printed a strong model layer by layer. And after 3 years, Charles Hull came up and put forward the idea of stereolithography, which led to a big change in this industry. Here we will talk about the types of 3D printing. 3D printing is divided into several types such as fused deposition modeling, stereolithography, digital light processing, and selective laser sintering. And here I will tell you some details related to each type. First, I will talk about fused deposition modeling, which is one of the most famous types and the most used type in 3D printing, where it can use a machine or a pen to convert digital designs into real objects. The machine is used in printing by heating and melting the plastic to the melting point, and then printing is done gradually, layer by layer, until the whole body is complete. Also, stereolithography and digital light processing are two of the most popular types of 3D printing in which a liquid resin material is used with strong laser that converts the liquid resin from the liquid state to the solid state, having a predetermined shape and dimensions in the design. But what is the difference between them? In the first type, stereolithography, the laser transforms the resin into solid, point by point. But in the second type, digital light processing, the resin is converted into solid layer by layer, not point by point. And finally, we will talk about the last type of 3D printing, which is selective laser sintering. In this type, the machine consists of several parts, the upper part and the lower part. First, the upper part contains the laser, which is reflected on a mirror, and a device that directs the laser by changing the angle of the mirror. And in the lower part, 3 or 2 containers are used, where the middle container is filled with plastic powder, and the laser is directed on it to transform it into a solid layer with a specific design, and the other containers are used to fill the middle container each time, and these processes are repeated until the design is complete. And here are some types of non-use 3D printing technologies, which are SLM, LOM, and EBM. Here we will look at the materials used in 3D printing. As we know that the materials have different properties. Some of them are strong and some of them are weak. Also, some of them are ductile and flexible and some of them are brittle. So, 3D printing technology uses many several types of materials according to the required properties in the model design. First, we have nylon. Nylon is a synthetic thermoplastic. It's commonly used in FDM and FFF 3D printing. Nylon is tough and semi-flexible material that offers high impact and abrasion resistance. It is ideal choice for printing durable parts. And then we have ABS. If you want to read the hard name, it is acrylonitrile butadiene styrene. It is commonly used in personal or household 3D printing, which is done using primarily FDM or FFF 3D printers. This thermoplastic material is popular because it is easy to use with desktop 3D printers, also because it has some great material properties. And finally we have PLA or polylactic acid. PLA is one of the most popular materials used in desktop FDM 3D printing. PLA is the choice for you as a first material to use when you are still learning about 3D printing, because it is easy to print, also it is inexpensive, and it can create parts that can be used for many applications. You will not be able to print anything using 3D printing until you draw a design for the piece you want to print and specify the appropriate properties according to the part usage. And here we will talk about some of the programs used to draw our design. The first program is Autodesk Fusion 360. First, it offers full control over shape design, allowing you to print objects of any shape efficiently. Also, the powerful modeling tool provides strong features to create highly detailed and clean models. Furthermore, it has a history tree feature which can help in faster and more accurate editing of objects, and you can easily collaborate with other designers on the same platform at the same time. Finally, it generates high quality designs by setting up materials and manufacturing constraints easily. Second, Autodesk AutoCAD is suitable for creating detailed 3D modeling, and it is perfectly optimized for 3D printing. AutoCAD is capable to easily convert 3D models into STL files for efficient 3D printing. Also, it provides the latest version of the DWG file format for efficient drawing of files across various formats. Finally, the software comes with preloaded information and plugins about building product designs, including doors and windows. Here we will have Ultimaker Cura software. In this program, users can easily monitor all the 3D printing jobs from a single user interface. Also, you can leverage adjustment tools to scale the 3D model quickly. Ultimaker Cura can be used to print on multiple networks, and it's compatible with STL, X3D, OPJ, and 3MF file formats. In addition, you can add printers and custom materials to an exhaustive library. Finally, new users can easily use the software with a quick learning curve. Finally, we have MeshLab software. This software is the best software for offsetting, hollowing, and closing. Its 3D reconstruction capability is efficient to create stunning designs. Also, it does 3D colors mapping and texturing, and its efficiency enables the user to enhance the speed of 3D printing workflow. Finally, the measurement tool can do reading linearly to calculate the distance between 2 points on the mesh. After choosing the right design program, we must follow these steps to obtain a high quality piece. First, a design of appropriate dimensions must be drawn for the piece to be printed in the design program. Second, after completing the design, the format of the design file must be converted to a suitable format for the used printer. Most printers use STL format. Third, the 3D file must be translated into instructions for the 3D printer to follow. Fourthly, you need to make sure that the machine is supplied with enough amount of printing material and the printing file is free of errors. If all is done, the printer will be able to print the piece properly. Fifthly, the printer piece should be separated from the printing machine and the appendages used as support during printing should be removed. Finally, the sixth step is post-processing. In this process, the piece is modified and finishing touches are added, such as smoothing, coloring, and sharpening the piece. Okay, let's move to the applications of 3D printing. The projects that are printed using 3D printing vary in the material used for printing, also vary in their shapes, properties, and sizes. All these differences are chosen by the designer himself, as he determined the appropriate price and he determined the desired function of the piece. Okay, and here we can see some examples of 3D printed projects. Finally, as it becomes clear to us in this presentation, the field of 3D printing is very large and has many uses. So, the materials used in 3D printing vary according to the functionality of the piece. And many 3D programs can be used also. And also, as we saw, polymers are the most used materials in this field because of the special properties, including flexibility, strength, and ease of printing. All of this can be chosen by the designer himself. And that's all, and thank you for watching.